Hey guys, it's Barb with Inspire Me 360, and in this video I want to talk about creating and manifesting in the vibration or in the frequency of your soul's true purpose, and how to identify energetically what direction you're going into and if you're on the right track. So a lot of times when we embark upon our journey, whether this is to do with our career or, our hobbies, creating the life that we're eventually destined to lead, we will often be traveling down that path for the wrong reasons. And I think this is so important to bring up why so many times individuals fail. And it's truly because the focal point or the motivation behind what they are creating is not in alignment with their soul's true desires, with what they actually, at the core of their being, seek to manifest. And I know I have been through this. In my younger days, a lot of what I was creating from, or the energy of what I was creating for, was very 3D based. So I was focused on things like financial wealth, making sure that whatever I was doing had, a high potential for filling my bank account. And I really wasn't tapping into the true nature of who and what I was. And what happened in terms of the momentum for me in terms of my creation abilities was because I wasn't connected into my heart in terms of what I was creating. I basically didn't have the energy to go the distance to see everything that I was wanting to create come to its full potential. Because again, if we're only tapping into what we are creating from a very materialistic perspective, then there's not going to be a huge amount of heart energy that is backing the time investment that we're making. And it wasn't until I transferred all of my efforts into this heart-spaced momentum, or this passion that truly came from a different place, a different point, or a point of view, that things became very easy. I was able to step into the flow of my own existence, my own life, because what I was doing, or what I'm doing now, is actually following that alignment of what my soul is calling for. It's that energy of being in service of others and creating systems and creating companies, and in terms of everything regarding the output of my energetic, resonance to what I'm creating, is 100% in alignment. And what this alignment does, or because of this alignment, I am very, very naturally passionate about what I'm doing. I don't have to motivate myself. There's all of these different gurus that talk about, finding this way to motivate yourself in business or motivate yourself in life. But truly, when we're following this authentic path, which is that blueprint that our soul came here in and of the purpose that we meant to serve, it is energetically easy. You won't have to look for extra energy to do the things that you have to do to get you to that finish line, because the excitement due to the alignment of this purpose, it's just self-generating. You can't get enough. There's just so much momentum because it is so correlated to that deep desired place that is you. So this is really, I think, when they talk about the flow state, when they talk about getting into this actionable place within the quantum field, this is what really speaking about. And you really won't have to make any adjustments in your behavior, in your habits, because everything that you are from the moment that you wake up till the end point of your day will be so invested, and not just invested, but stimulated by what you are doing. And in and of that, because again, you have this momentum that is the natural authenticity of what you are, that is propelling and pushing you forward, you will naturally fall into those habitual patterns that you will need to magnetize the things, within the field towards you, but also to create this beautiful energy that is just self-sustaining within your own being. Your actual natural energy body, essentially, it's like turning on a light switch when you get in line with your heart space. And what happens when we really examine that inner world that we are, this beautiful, unique blueprint that we have all been given in this lifetime, and we really ask ourselves those deep questions about who we are and what we have come to do, and then, indiscriminate of what the answer is, relating it back to society, the three-dimensional world, the material world, having the courage to follow that path. Because a lot of times the answer that your soul will come back with may not trigger an instant convergence of, okay, I see how I'm going to also end up with all of the material things that I'm wanting. But here's the way that it works, and this is part of the journey that I've had the blessing to go through, is, again, when you are living your passion, when you are creating from this authentic vibration, that is the frequency that you are, things will line up that are so synergistic and so magical. And you will start to see how the universe is working with you and through you, because you are walking in your path of truth. And what part of the knowing, part of the understanding of when we are off track, or really not tapping into our own eternal truth, our own core frequency, is that there will be a lot of interference. There'll be a lot of heaviness around our energy. We won't be able to be motivated to be doing that thing that is out of alignment. And we will feel tired. We will feel dragged down. And the passion and the motivation, 100%, if you are not on that alignment with your core soul's path, will be lacking. And that is one of the most beautiful indicators that we have to make these adjustments, and we have to really start to do that internal questioning, that seeking. And whatever it is, whether it's music, whether it's art, whether it's helping others or helping the planet, whatever it is that you are here to do, make the world a more beautiful place, you have to tap into that. Because if you are doing, and if you are creating solely to augment your bank account, or have a fancy car in the driveway, all of these superficial things that will not fill your soul, you won't be able to go the distance. There'll be a certain point where the bottom will fall out. And because it's not passion driving you, because it's attachment to material things that you feel are going to bring you value or status or something, again, that is outside yourself, trying to pad that egoic mind that, again, is in distortion, that is in confusion, you are essentially diverting yourself that much farther than the true authentic being that you are. So it really travels back to the message of finding happiness, of finding that thing which sets your soul on fire, and maintaining that dream. And for me, my particular path, a lot of what I used to dream about when I was a kid, and the fantastic ways that I wanted to see my life play out, are a lot of what I am living right now. And you have to be able to believe in that which you cannot see. You have to be able to have faith, take your pathway on faith, and be walking in the beautiful grace that following your heart, following that voice inside of you that is beckoning you to do what is your soul's calling. And it's not always going to be easy. You are oftentimes going against the grain. A lot of individuals are going to come into your space, and because they didn't follow their passion, and they maybe sold themselves out in terms of what they created in their lives, and they're not in a happy place, they may try to bump you off course with logic, with reason, with these are the reasons that this doesn't make sense. But I'm telling you, when you give up on your dreams, when you give up on that magic that is inside of you, a little piece of you dies even more each day. And in contrast, when you buy into your own dreams, when you invest in your own dreams, and you accept that they will come towards you, however big or small they are, and that through that genuine expression of who and what you are, your joy will be augmented. So the energy that you will be bringing to the planet, to your loved ones, to your family, to your friends, to your coworkers, is going to be that much more beautiful, because again, you are filling your cup authentically. You're not going into the distortions or the illusions of the superficial world and looking for these, false idols to essentially give you this identity that is not you. And one of the best ways to recenter yourself and to get back on the path of who and what you are is to return to that individual you were in childhood, before the adult world got a hold of you. And for me, it's really about meditating back to that place where that little girl existed, where she dreamed, where she had these visions of fantastical expressions of what life was. And then in and of that mind sequence, or in and of that energy, allowing my mind, my consciousness to believe in that which is the stuff that dreams are made of again. And it's kind of that Peter Pan energy. It's kind of that, never grow old, never grow up, but that beautiful, childlike, youthful energy is also that reservoir of passion. See, when we dream, we become more than our current reality. We allow our consciousness to expand past the point that it is now perceiving. And through our dream world and through our beautiful visualizations, we actually construct a new version of self. And through this new, improved, augmented version of self, we get to experience a more and more beautiful manifestation of what life can be. So I'm going to wish you all a very beautiful rest of your weekend, and we'll see you in the next video.